Hello, and welcome to September 16th, 2024. If you have employees, let this be a reminder. Monday, September 16th, payroll taxes are due. Save time, pay online. Save money, pay on time. My business vision and mantras are never give CRA more money than you have to and avoid double work. This can be hard to implement when your to-do list is at capacity. It does take some begin with the end in mind mentality. Today's hacks are centered around these mantras. My name is Naomi, aka Nifty Nomi, and welcome to my channel, Be That Business. I'm a Canadian bookkeeper and new business educator, and I help entrepreneurs look under the hood to see how it all works. I'm fighting the good fight against double work and against giving CRA more money than you have to. On to my 3 favorite business hacks for September. Business hack number 1, CRA late filing penalties and interest. CRA does charge 2 different charges for late filings and for interest on payable amounts. There are times that I have seen business owners not file their GST/HST because they are not in a cash position to pay it. But they are not aware that simply by not filing it on time, CRA charges a late filing penalty. So even if the business is not in a position to pay the GST/HST, it is still important to file it on time to avoid the late filing penalty. How much is the late filing penalties and interest? Here is a quick example from Stern Cohen Accountants. The penalties of late filing is an additional 5% on the total owing, plus another 1% per month, up to a maximum of 12 months. This is potentially an additional 17% in taxes owing. And in the case that you are asked to file a tax return and were charged a late filing penalty for any one of your prior 3 taxation years, the penalties could be substantially higher. If this situation applies to you, expect to pay 10% on the total owing plus another 2% per month up to a maximum of 20 months. This could result in a total additional penalty of 50%. And again, that's the late filing penalties, not the interest. In addition to the late fees above, the CRA also charges interest on your unpaid tax balance. The interest is compounded daily based on the annual interest rate prescribed by the CRA. The prescribed rate is updated quarterly, but as of June 2024, it does stand at a hefty 10%. Business hack number 2. CRA interest and penalties are not a deductible expense. Another issue with CRA interest and penalties is that even though it is a real business cost to your business, it is not a deductible expense. That is, it does not reduce the taxable profit of your business. You will be charged income tax on the profit without including this expense in the bottom line. So in this way, it also compounds the amount you're paying to CRA. Business hack number 3. Prioritize and streamline your record keeping. Knowledge is power. Now armed with these additional reasons to prioritize your bookkeeping and tax filing, both income tax and sales tax, you may find new motivation to review what your bookkeeping processes are. Are there things that you are doing that cause the bookkeeping to take longer than needed? Are there things that your business is doing twice? For example, do you create an invoice in one program, such as Excel or another software app, and then have your bookkeeper or office manager enter it into the bookkeeping software like QBO or Xero? Why not take some time to learn how to put the invoice directly into your bookkeeping software? And then that saves the time that your record keeper would need to take to do the same process. This also saves money paying them to do it if you're the one creating the initial invoice anyway. Or how do you communicate the client payments to your record keeper? A lot of time is often wasted by the record keeper chasing down deposit information that the business owner knew but did not know how to communicate. Keep a deposit book. and/or take a moment to enter those payments into the software as they happen, before the information is forgotten or lost. Consider only accepting one form of payment that is connected to the bookkeeping, such as QBO payments. This way, no one has to enter or keep track of any of the payments. It's all automated. Whatever your business situation is, connect with your record keeper or bookkeeper to ask them, from their perspective, what tasks can be made simpler and easier by you simply tweaking something on your end? Or is there something you can see that needs tweaking on their end? Teamwork makes the dream work. What are your personal tips and tricks for creating efficient processes? I'd love to share them in an upcoming newsletter and give a shout out to your business. If you missed it from last month, I do have a new course announcement. Do you want a deep dive into how to understand what your QBO file is doing behind the scenes? The first half is now out on my new course, QBO for Tax Preparers, and it is all about understanding how QBO actually works and finding and fixing all the errors that new QBO users are inadvertently guided to add because of the design of QBO. This course is not just for tax preparers, though. Anyone who's interested in understanding QBO and finding and fixing those bookkeeping errors will also find this course incredibly useful. Check out the lessons and descriptions in the link in the YouTube description below. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Instagram at BeThatBusiness. You can tweet at me, X at me, I'm at NiftyNomi, and I'm also at NiftyNomi on Twitch and TikTok. And you can find resources and courses about running a Canadian business on my website, naomiwilkins.ca. The video today was recorded in beautiful Gananoque, Ontario. Thanks for watching, and get out there and be that business that thrives.